The time is Liberia TV, and we are here on the Lofa County Sports Ground, where the 700 and plus plates of marijuana and 8 pieces of TRAMADOL and other harmful substances will be burned by the Liberian government through the joint security as mandated by the court. And this drugs was arrested on the 10th of April of 2025. Of course, according to our follow-ups, this was arrested by the Liberian National Police in Foya after getting the tip-off. Apparently, since the 10th of April, this, as you can see, the bags of 770 plus plates of marijuana and other harmful substances were arrested. And so the court has been conducting thorough investigation alongside with the joint security. And the court has concluded today that these drugs be burned as a way of trying to discourage the art of drugs dealing and drugs addiction across Liberia. And in attendance, as you see, Bassa is the Lofa County Attorney Councillor Luther J. Smo, who's coordinating the entire process here, and everyone is like Bassa. The joint security is Bassa, and the Liberia Immigration Service, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, the Liberia National Police, the entire joint security alongside with the court representation as well. And you see the average number of people in attendance for the disposition of these drugs. I mean, this is another way of discouraging drugs addiction and drugs dealing across Liberia. In attendance also is the Lofa County Superintendent and the Commissioner of Bonjaman District, Neve Maul, Superintendent J. Lavely Masakwe, all in attendance. So if you are following, this is Today Liberia TV. My name is Julius Howard, and we are here. It was on the 10th of March, 2025, when this 700 plus plates of drugs was arrested in Foya. So share this broadcast, and everything is being brought down gradually. I think we have to take that direction, at least to give you a clear view. Yeah. This is how it's been packaged. Everything in there is drugs. Yeah. And I don't know what we're doing. We get there. So this is what is happening. Unfortunately, there may be some level of protection needed. Those who are not wearing nose masks might be affected as a result of the inhalation. You might not really understand the effect. It's obvious I have to change location because of the situation I found myself in. You possibly might not be hearing me clearly because I got a nose mask. However, you get me. My name is Julius Howard. This is Today Liberia TV. Of course, we're coming to you live from the Lofa County Sports Ground, where 700 plus plates of confiscated drugs, marijuana, and 8 It appears some people may get drugged here because of the dust. Average number of the population following the disposition of these drugs are now using nose masks, which is very disastrous to their health. And please share this. This is taking place in Lofa. It was on the 10th of March of 2025 that about 700 plus plates of marijuana and 8 boxes of not cocaine, of TRAMADOL king were confiscated at the foyer parking, and that was as a result of tip-off by the Liberian National Police. Of course, back there is the county commander, the newly commissioned county commander of the Liberian National Police, who's been very instrumental. The Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency being very instrumental as well in making sure that drugs addiction and drug dealing is discouraged. Please share.
Merci, Commodore. Merci, Commodore.
All right, thank you. I'll do the correction after. That's the counter attorney trying to present the TRAMADOL so that nothing is inhaling here. Okay, so sorry, instead of 29, 25, please take 20, 25. Yes, I beg you. I'll do the editing immediately after the process. I take that. Thank you so much. This is Today Liberia TV. My name is Julius Howard. Of course, this entire bag is filled with drugs, and that's not just all. You still see one bag there. This is what is happening here.
All right.
The county police commander. County Anthony presenting the TRAMADOL. Yeah, as TRAMADOL king. Of course, there are a variety of drugs. There are a variety of them. That is it. Yeah. Please, there was a typographical error. I don't want you to look at the 2925. That's 2025. We wouldn't want to continue repeating that. Focus on the content. The content is the branding or the disposition of the drugs. Forget about the minute error. That's not too necessary. Concentrate on the major event taking place here, which is the burning of the drugs, the disposition of these drugs, harmful substances, and forget about 2925. Actually, it's 2025. I've said we do some corrections. Exactly, Tatos. I'm carrying it live. It's live, Chief. Okay, thank you.
TRAMADOL. In fact, they call this one TRAMADOL King.
TRAMADOL King.
Yeah. This here, TRAMADOL King. I didn't want making young people crazy. TRAMADOL King. Seen it?
It appears to be a tablet. It appears to be a tablet. It seems.
Okay. I said Silver Society. Where? Camara. We are going to take 2 of these, 2 of the capsule, and 2 of these for the purpose of the evidence to the court. So you have the capsule inside here. We are going to do this and take 2.
That's for court evidence purposes?
Yeah.
As explained by the counter attorney. So it shouldn't look like somebody took some away. Everything is being disposed of here.
Here, we open it, we take 2 from there and put it back in the closet. Just took out 2. Took out 2 strips. Put it inside. 2 strips. We put it right inside here. So it means 2, 2, that's 4. That's what we carry to the court. You see here?
That's clear enough. Of course, you've seen everything here. That's why we carry it live wherever you're watching. Maurice Carnet, thank you, and please share Bill Whitey. Bill Whitey, you are asking that they use glove, but again, everything is not going to be 100% here. Thank you.
Where the other one? Yeah, bring it.
Of course, there is a full representation here. The court, the joint security, including the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, the LDA, the Liberia Immigration Service. Of course, the counter commander of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, Lomax, is in full attendance and as well very busy with the disposition there.
We are going to take 2 of these for evidence purpose.
Yeah. And the counter attorney is very clear about that. The reason under which 2 pieces are being taken is for evidential purposes and not for any other reason. Of course, you've seen. It's very clear. They continue to bring wood. Of course, the quantity is very huge. People must be very careful. This is disastrous. So we will speak with the county superintendent shortly about his mind on the disposition of the 700 plus plates of marijuana. Honorable Superintendent, good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
This is your county. How do you feel having this kind of huge quantity of drugs coming out of your county?
Well, from the offset, we have always commended the security for sure well done, County Attorney. We are happy that today we'll be destroying a substance that is very harmful to our population, especially the young people of our county, because the president has declared drugs as a national emergency. So today we're here to destroy it. It's a good news for the people of people like Liberia. So we are happy.
What's your advice to those who are involved into this drugs dealing before we move on to the country?
We'll continue to say, whatever you do, once you are caught with drugs, the law will be used to punish you seriously to discourage people who are involved with the issue of drugs in this country, especially in local.
Thank you, sir. So we look for the county attorney, even though he's very busy. He will tell us a bit about the court's relationship with the entire process. Later we come to the county police commander who will talk to us shortly. Honorable County Attorney, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
We see you are getting disposed of 700 plus plates of marijuana and other harmful substances today. What can you tell the public watching you now?
Anyway, I will just correct that.
Yeah.
We are burning 772 plates with 14 bags.
Okay.
14 bags of marijuana.
Okay.
All right. As you can see it displayed, we are not leaving those two unturned because these are the things that are destroying the youth and trying to cripple our society.
Okay.
And as a result, since the president have declared, we will support, and with the help of the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, Councillor Oscar Twe, the Solicitor General of the Republic of Liberia, Councillor Augustin C. Faya, and the Assistant Minister of Litigation, Councillor Councillor Jerry Galawolo, with their cooperation, with their full support, we are going to burn everything. Every time we catch people with drugs, we're not going to punish you, we will burn the drugs. Yeah, and the purpose of doing this is to break down the drug cartel. And they should pray God we shouldn't catch the cartel itself. We are going to punish them here.
Thank you.
One C will not leave from Lofa County to go anywhere.
Thank you, Councillor Smo. Your procedure should not be cautioned in any way. But the drugs were like confiscated since last month. Why are you getting disposed of it now?
Listen, we don't want anything to exchange hands.
Okay.
We are human. We are human. I am not discrediting those who in possession of it, that is who want to keep it. No. With all due respect to everyone, this is just fair enough to dispose of it. It's just fair enough.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Councillor, what does this signify to the honorary Liberians that are following this video?
Thank you
So
so much.
I will switch strictly to the county commander of the Liberia National Police. Who will tell us a bit about what's going on now and how the drugs are confiscated. We are aware that the confiscation of these drugs was as a result of the efforts of the joint security, particularly to the Liberian National Police that got a tip-off, and I was in FOIA, and I was that's honor your arm brother. What's your take about the disposition of the drugs here today, and what's your advice?
We want the public to see that the exercise that we are carrying on, we are not going to compromise. All right, and we look at the custodian. All right, the drug is in a huge quantity, and the storage area is limited. And now we have our dry night. We have spread our dry night that we believe we're going to arrest more and more any drug that will enter into our country. So we want to make sure that as they come, we go ahead with the disposition to discourage the user, to discourage those that are trading drugs in our country. So that's the reason we have come out to show the deputy people know that indeed we are fighting drugs. Because drugs is fighting our future, our children. Now they are initiating drugs in our school, they are initiating drugs in our society, they are initiating drugs in our mosques, they are initiating drugs in our various churches, and they are doing it with our future. Okay? And the government entrusted us, and we are then placed in the position to work along with the mandate of the President of the Republic. Now, drugs, we're going to fight hard at this country. The President country is going to be the drugs-free country. But to prove, we are not just going to go arrest drugs and keep it. We are now a custodian of drugs. Believe me, our mission is to destroy drugs. And the next thing that we're going to do here, the county attorney here, we are going to pray for Session Caesar Warren to demolish those criminal harbor, those structure, those places that they have when we meet and they are in the storage of those drugs. Believe me, we are going, and believe me, we are going. Our momentum is hard, and we want the world to see that we are moving forward and backward never. Okay. And we have a crafting, the DEA, the Liberian Immigration Service, the Fire Service, the Liberian National Police, our Community Watch Forum, and let me tell you what's behind the whole thing, our vigilant and resilient community members. So today they have joined us and we are fighting the drugs war, and we are telling the public that Lofa County, we're going to fight. The Lofa County is going to be a drugs-free country. And we're going to take the message to our churches, our mosques, to the various schools, our marketplaces. And we are telling the public, I even know somebody that's selling drugs around our community, that they tell us we are prepared to move, and we're going to track them down, and we're going to discourage the trade of drugs in Lofa and the use of drugs. So thank you. I think that what we are doing here,
thank you.
Demonstrating everything here.
Shortly, the Liberia, Constitution has said that all criminal matters begin with the police, and this is purely criminal. The act is purely criminal. You've already confiscated and getting disposed of the drugs. What about those who are involved into the practice? Where are they? What are you doing about them?
First, we follow all the trend of the criminal justice procedure. Those guys then they were arrested, they were investigated. We took them to the court. All right, and the court is the decision of the court now have come on to do the disposition of the drugs. As we all know, in Lofa County, we look at it, the storage, and there's a dangerous substance. People may use enemies to come and say they broke into a drugs area, and it will come back to our society. So I want for the public to embrace this, that we are carrying on the vigorous exercise, and we will continue, we will not relent as we are moving from here. But tomorrow or the after tomorrow, they're going to get some news for us. Allow us to ask the immigration commander a few questions. While it's true that the operation for FANA is also in attendance, and other high-profile security officers are here. Yes, sir.
Yes, so let's talk about your team, because you play a major role at the bordering part in our county. You know, what specific message you think you got for the people, especially those that are entering our country as either alien or foreigner?
Thank you very much. We have introduction. I'm Assistant Controller of Immigration, Paul S. Kennedy, Commander for the Lofa County Immigration Detachment.
Commander.
As you all are aware, especially the compressed marijuana, it came from the Republic of Sierra Leone. So we are doing this. Today is not a rifle day DA can point drugs. But because of the large quantity, we don't want for somebody, intruder, to go to the DA office maybe to get rid of the drugs and then spread in the community. So we are urging everybody, you know, fighting crime is, we need everybody's participation. So the modern security we are running now, we are carrying security to the people. Security is not only for we the security, we care to the community dwellers, the Bolo community dwellers. They can also help us in doing the arrest. So I want to tell them, thank you for their collective effort, and they should continue. And you're the first to thank you for coming around to spread the information, because we are doing it in an open terrain for transparency. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
So we move straight to the SDA commander, Lomax. Mr. B. Lomax is also in attendance and very busy with them. We're sorry, but this one concerns you, please. We are aware this one is squarely under your umbrella. What can you tell the press and those who are watching right now about this process?
As you can see what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
It's not the first, second, third time for the town to go out. People know what the masses is doing in the country.
Okay.
This is now strange to me. As people can see that I promise this particular government, the government not made mistake. I will go to survivor in the government that they don't took me from here. It's my good work. So I'll continue telling the government that I'll make sure before they take me from here, I'll make sure that they do an issue. You will not hear about it. I think you guys can see it for man.
Yeah, we're not trying to be political. We want to be a bit administrative in this case, but we see that mobility is a challenge for you. How are you going about this?
Well, you say you know, I know. So
no, we don't know.
You don't know. You all see me say that DA car. Yeah, I get people this car.
You are not telling us.
You're not telling us.
I'm not telling you.
And this is a platform. From my end, you have about 100+ persons already watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pray that let the national government be able to give me pick up. I can see immigration get pick up, the police get pick up.
Is that pick up you want?
I want pick up and some of the logistics that I need for my men.
Okay.
Yeah. Motorbike and all those things. Huh?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
So we continue witnessing the process here, and the commander seems to be a bit jealous. He said he wants pick up anyway. Other immigration men get pick up, other guys still get pick up anyway. So yeah. So my name is Julius. This is Today Liberia TV. Yeah, you're right. Yes, sir. Exactly. Yeah, you are counted too. Yeah. Yeah, this is Today Liberia TV, and we continue the process here. Yeah, the disposition is on. Every other county official is present. And Elijah Moses, thank you so much for the correction, manager. And I think this one is a plus. I hope that we share the broadcast and continue following. This is another bag still here. This one has not been opened. And they're about to split this. They're about to open this. This is another bag of harmful substances in here. Yeah, so it's a very serious issue here today at the local county sports ground here in Vonjama. Yeah. Let's keep following. Let's keep sharing. We started this. We started this ever since.
We need molasses, man.
This is a very huge quantity. It's a very huge quantity. Everything in here is drugs, nothing else. So drugs. As we listen to the police commander, the transporters and everyone involved in this drugs case are already in court. But the court has advised that the drugs be disposed of in the first place, and that's what is being done here now, in the presence of the county superintendent, the Lofa County Attorney, Councillor J. Lutasmo, the Liberia Immigration Service Commander, Lofa County Detachment for Kennedy, and B. Lomax, of course, the LDA Commander, and the entire workforce in attendance. So, goodly, the disposition is being witnessed by average number of the young people who are here, and it's actually believed that young people are the ones deeply involved into drugs addiction, who will feel that if they don't take drugs, they don't go to school, or if they go to school, they will not understand anything. So this could be another act, another way of discouraging the process. Yeah. This just is not the population. Of course, this place is heavily crowded, as you see the field. This is outside of the football field. Of course, that's the fence, and everything is taking place here. Yeah. It's a good. In the afternoon, in the first place, to the entire workforce of Today Liberia TV. Yeah. Nathaniel Saleh, Elijah Moses, and the rest of the force. Every plate is well packaged. As you see, destroying it requires a lot of effort. Cutlasses are being used as instruments. Yet still forces are a lot of efforts being applied here. But the good thing about it is that every plate contains the initial of an individual, which is a clear definition that this entire consignment was not just for one person, but a lot of people. This one seems to be a joint effort. It appears too many people came together and requested this. But then the police in Foya accordingly got a tip off, and they were able to arrest this, turn over to the Records Authority, the LDA, and the investigation started from there. But we are told that this drugs was transported from the Sierra Leone border, and the car transporting the drugs broke down, and so it was being transferred, the load was being transferred into another car, where a good citizen noticed and had a tip off to the police, and so the police instantly acted and intercepted the car at the Foya parking, where the car was arrested alongside with the transporter, turned over to the LDA, and the LDA and the entire joint security transported them to Vonjema, and the investigation started. And this is how far the investigation has come, why the individuals involved are still under the control of the court. But it's been advised by the court that the drugs be disposed of. And that's what is taking place here now. Just in case you just started following, please share. Yeah. We're waiting. The wood, everything already set. It's being patched. So The market value is not actually but as far as we know, 700 and plus. Yeah.
Not imagine how so Lawrence is also watching us.
So considerably, I will speak with let me speak with the civil society chairman of Lofa, Mohammed Kamara. Mohammed, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
You may want to use your nose mark. You are in a very terrible terrain. We are aware that you are here today for the disposition of the confiscated drugs from Foya. Are you the county chair of the Liberia Civil Society organization? What can you tell us?
You are right.
Yeah.
By specifying the civil society, LOFA specifically.
Yeah.
So this is to show that there is a level of transparency exists in the work of the stakeholders.
Okay.
You can see the FDA present, and the superintendent is here, the commissioners is here, and even the GVP secretariat headed by Bwaka Yama is also here.
Exactly.
And Tukwatanu is here, Julius, you are here. All of the citizens are here. For the fact that you are seeing that this thing requires money, but you see that they are boiling it down, this is to show that the security apparatus are working in the interest of our citizens, and they are waiting to see that transparency exists. And that is the reason you are seeing the boiling in the presence of the citizens.
Exactly.
And you can see all of the stakeholders present here, and that is also to show that coordinations exist among themselves, and we are calling upon the citizens so that they can see it as a need, so that they can serve as a security in the community to give information, because the drugs taking in is also affecting our brothers and sisters in the community. So on this note, we continue to say thank you so much. We will continue to work together to see that this thing can be.
So what is the civil society doing, to assist joint security in discouraging this kind of attitude?
So we continue to give awareness. The civil society of Lofa continue to give awareness on danger of taking in drugs. Right?
Okay.
And we are also calling upon the government so that they can continue to provide support. When they provide support to the security sectors, so if they are mobile, wherever there's a problem, they will be able to reach there. If they are not mobile, it will be very difficult. So the civil society,
the LDA?
Yes.
Okay.
So the civil society will be able to amplify it by giving awareness to citizens, so citizens can know the danger of you taking or the child taking in drugs, how it becomes mad in a society. So today we are grateful, and the civil society want to say bravo to the government in buttressing to the effort of the citizens to see that the citizens are protected and the securities are provided for stability.
Thank you, Mr. Kamara. So we move on to speak with some of the students. And can we talk to you small? Yeah, please come. We will want to speak with one of the young men. Of course, it's believed that young people are involved into drugs addiction. And so we want to have a little understanding. So let's speak with this young man a bit. How you doing, sir?
Yes, I'm good, and you?
Yeah, today the people can burn the marijuana, the different drugs then that are very harmful. We will speak very low so your friends will understand you. Yeah? So many people believe that the young people can be smoking the drugs. Presley, what you have to say about this thing that happening here today?
Yeah, for what is going on here, actually we are very, very happy. Yeah, because we see these drugs are really spoiling our friends. And seeing people burning these things, I mean, it's a plus to the community or the environment or the country. Yeah. We are very, very happy as a young people to see these things happening. If things like this can continue happening, I think the drugs rate will go down.
Yeah. So some people then can also smoke it in there, but it's hard for you to see them. And some people then can smoke it in there, but it's hard for you to see them. But some of your picking there, like some of your men too, when they take it out, they start misbehaving. Why are you happy for the people to spoil their food instead of telling?
Yes, because for the drugs is not very good for the system.
Okay.
Yes. If you're taking the drugs, you not only harm yourself, but you harm other people. that really make it bad.
Okay.
People that are in maybe drugs business, if you take it for your own pleasure, you try to maybe hammer other people, try to disturb them.
Okay. But what happens is, if you see people taking drugs now, you think young people especially, what you think it will do to this country when they continue to smoke that thing and be misbehaving?
You know, the young people are the future leaders. If we see them maybe taking in drugs at a young age, I think maybe we are heading to another level. Meaning, we are heading to disaster.
Okay.
If the future leader can take in drugs, then we think the next time will become our president.
Yeah, that is
who
young
will
people.
become the justice minister, who will become this, who will become that. So,
okay. So you discourage that?
Yes.
Okay. So actually, the way we're talking here now, you know that some of your men there that can smoke the thing right now, the vex, and you know that one?
Yeah.
Because they think here that they are full here.
Yeah.
But the way they're spoiling it, they're not really happy about it. What you got to tell them?
What I get to say to people that are really vexed, you know, the thing that people doing here actually, like your own good. Yes. Okay. Because this, you're taking it to be food, but it's very, very harmful for the body.
So when I see the security men to be bad,
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
So people that are burning these things, I don't want our men and our firemen that can take the thing, that can smoke to maybe go and take it in hard against the people. The people are already trying to put them on the welfare path.
So you think you now, if you see any of your men that can really take the thing and you and the person friendly, you will call police on there or LDA men on there?
Me, point of correction, me and somebody that are taking this can be friendly.
Why?
Because I think if I'm friendly with you, you try to induce me to do the same thing you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't really involve myself with people doing that kind of stuff.
Okay. Thank you. You said what's your name?
My name is Chairperson Jr.
You going to school?
Yes.
Which one of the school?
In the Free Pentecostal University.
Oh, you already finished high school?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, so practically, we want to talk with one of the females, but it seems they are very shy and they may want to run. No, it's not about school. We just want to talk to somebody. Madam. Madam, good morning. Can you talk to us about the burning of this thing, the way it's looking?
The burning number?
Yeah, the burning number. What's your name first? How you feel? You see people burning marijuana drugs here today.
I'm feeling so happy.
Why? But that money here.
Yeah, the money, but it's destroying the youth.
It is destroying the youth.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see it not to be bad.
A good ready for them to burn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you think this thing really destroying the youth?
When they take the drugs, when they smoke it, and they will not be to their say, they will do that type of thing.
Like how?
They will be insulting people, they can even kill somebody when they take it. Yeah.
So why you have to tell the security people then?
Actually, I want to tell them thank you for the work they're doing. They're doing very well. They're doing a great job. Actually, I want to tell them thank you.
And why you have to tell the people that smoking the thing?
The thing I got to tell the people that smoking it, that they should not put their hand in drugs because they drugs, it's really spoiling the youth. Yeah.
But so you then believe that when they do good business with the thing, they can also supply, they can support their family then. What you got to say about that?
If you think you can support your family, you will look for different business, but that is not a business for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. You said what's your name?
My name is Wata.
Wata. Thank you very much. So that's interesting. Of course, the process is still on. This is an exceptional work by the Joint Security, particularly the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. Very busy still. The disposition is still, of course, you see this is the remaining one now. Efforts are being applied diligently. Yeah, and this is how it's happening. Yeah. So we will continue. We'll continue. Everyone is still in attendance. Yeah, so you see the city what doggy? And I attempt to move from here now. I say the vinegar get dry finish.
Who all live around here? I won't borrow cutlass.
Actually, this is being discouraged by almost every Lufien, considering the fact that this is not a good practice. Mama, hear me here. It's a very bad practice. Too many people continue to discourage the act. And we just believe that if the young people themselves will discourage the act by mouth, I think it has to be discouraged as well by action, and not just by a word of mouth. So that people will have a clear understanding about the dangers associated with drugs dealing. Another bag is being brought down. Of course, you still have a little around three bags. Everything drugs. Everything in here drugs. Yeah. There's a very huge quantity, if not the highest number of drugs ever arrested in the history of low-fat drugs and drugs-related practices. Illegal. And so you see, that's why today's event is heavily witnessed. So the police commander was very emphatic, and he said if the president must fight drugs, his home must be secure in the first place, must be drugs free, even if not 100%, but to some extent his own home county should be drugs free. That's a very serious issue. We will continue to observe the roles of various individuals, various organizations, the civil society, the land ministries, in the process, in this disposition process of these illegal substances. Alright. It's a very bad practice. Yeah. So keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. Yeah.
That's the reason I want for our control.
Who bought the water? The motorcyclist?
Yeah.
How? You bought the water?
Yeah.
You are from the motorcyclist? Motorbike men bought water for the people to drink. Why? Yeah, let me talk to you, please.
My name is Prince D.
Let me have the background of the people. I mean, yeah, what's your name?
My name is Prince D. Modiba, one of the staff officers of the Circles, Parking Pacific.
Okay.
You know, this is my first time coming seeing quantity of jobs that the security are winning. So I'm so happy today. You know, this thing when our brother name take it, no respect, it's spoiling a lot of young people. They spoiling it, but I just want to tell the security force, thank you, the immediately join security. So we just want to tell them thank you.
So as a result of appreciating the security, you buy cold water for them?
Yes, I buy water for them.
Okay, that's all right. You said what's your name again?
My name is Prince D. Modiba of Kolam Parking, Tafo.
Okay, thank you, Prince.
Thank you.
I mean, this is just, we are aware that the young people themselves are discouraging this act by words of mouth, but whether the discouragement is going to continue even in action is another thing to follow up. And yeah, these are illegal substances that will ruin anybody's way of thinking. Considerably, everybody knows the effect of drugs addiction on a country, and whether the average population will continue to discourage the act, because too many people take this to be for businesses, and that's why you see every plate has a general initial and number, which is a clear definition that each of the plates here, about 20 title of each set, belongs to an individual. And that's what, as in the case of this MS, that means that it is an initial, which is not easily known. SAP, SP, those are all different initials. Yeah, those are numbers and letters indicating ownership. MS and the different ones. So nobody knows. Yeah. So all of those numbers have a clear interpretation, which we cannot say because we don't belong to the business. Yeah, only those who are members of the running of the business will understand the clear definition of those, the interpretation of those numbers, the initials, and the rest of that. So one can safely say that this consignment was not just for an individual. It should be a joint project, considering the initials and the numbers. So analytically, one can safely say that this is a huge consignment, a very huge one for that matter. Had this huge quantity landed in Liberia safely and be distributed, the effect would have been very disastrous. And that's a very difficult thing. Of course, the joint security is still at work. And the people stay here. The motorcyclists have done exceptionally well. They bought cold water for the securities. And that's why it's believed that they are also discouraging the act. Yeah. The police. Please share. Very soon will be the burning of the drugs as soon as the remaining 2 bags are empty. I'm sure this entire consignment will soon be set ablaze as soon as the remaining 2 bags. Right now it's still 2 bags and a half. So to say 2.5 bags.
Yeah. Is very serious matter issue.
Considerably 2.5 more bags for the setting ablaze of the entire drugs. So keep following and just give us some time. This is what is taking place right now. As soon as the burning starts, come live. So keep watching. Why are they picking up? You going live? Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. What is it?
Oui.
Somebody said it's West Plaza. That means when it's harvested immediately and we see it repackaged, well packaged, and still, I mean, place it like this, and this could be dangerous to our system here. So, as we move on, this is the bag.
Champion, don't compare them with this season. Don't compare Bassa and Mandela. This is Bassa people. There are beats over there.
Oh, maybe.
I can say like only your Bassa is going to and I want to deal with it. You only see for my on bio le poison, on bio le seconde, I say Bassa you only see for my you only see for my